Hey, we're live. Where's my camera? It's that one right there. Um, Looks like we got two people in here already. Hey, I want to check something really quick. I'm doing this from my phone right now. I want to see if I can chat with you guys from the laptop. So I'm typing something. If you're here right now, did you see that message? Did it go through? Where's the camera? It's right there. Is that getting through to you guys? I'm gonna throw in another one. Let's see, just let me know. Oh yeah, I can see it. Typing, hello. Hey, it's working. Right on. So far, so good. Hey, Mark, how's it going, dude? Is that bus real? No. No, I wish it was. Yeah, that's just something I grabbed on. Sorry, I'm trying to do something right now. If I do this. Yeah, no, that bus is not real. That's just something I grabbed from Google. Um, Sorry, I'm trying something out really quick. I want to see if these chat messages are getting through to you guys. I've got chat hidden on the phone, but I don't know if it's hiding it elsewhere too. You know, I'm just gonna bring it back. This is too confusing. I don't really know what I'm doing. Top chat, live chat. All messages are visible. There we go. Mark, how you doing, man? Life treating you well? I hope so. 7 of us are here. Hey, welcome. I wish there was a way. Does anyone know? I'd like to see if I can see like who's here right now. Because all I can see is that there's 6 or 7 people joining us, but I don't know your names or any of that. Pretty good. I thought, wow, Jimmy. Yeah, you know, I try to like with the thumbnails on all of my I don't know, all my videos, I guess. I guess my branding is just something really silly, you know. It's kind of how I try to do everything. So yeah, I was just like, oh, what would be cool for like a tour vlog? All right, I guess a tour bus. I guess that's what you do, and yeah, I threw my name on it. Totally bullshit. was not true. Hey Fritz, how you doing, man? Or actually, Fritz, I don't know if that's a guy name or a girl name. So, welcome either way. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. We're coming to you live right now from Anchorage, Alaska, which I've never been to before, and this place is absolutely unbelievable. Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take you guys on a quick tour. Check this out, dude. This is well, this is just a cruddy hotel room. But I'm a California boy, right? I'm from Los Angeles. We do not have. Does this window open? I think it does. Hold on. Oh. No, window does not open. But dude, we do not have anything that looks like this. It's just unreal. Everything's like, you know, all it's raining outside. It's actually kind of funny. The people, the locals here were like, you know, oh man, I'm so sorry you came all the way out and it's all, you know, it's all rainy and gloomy and it's, dude, I'm from Los Angeles. I haven't seen rain in, I don't know, twice this year probably. I don't know. We don't get rain out by me, so this is gorgeous, unbelievable. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this. There we go. Got it. Well, hey, dude, do me a favor. As you guys are coming in, share your. Just type in where you're at, where you're coming from. I have no idea where you guys live, where you're from. So just go ahead. As you guys are coming in, just drop your name, say hi, and then just tell me what city you're at, or state, country, even. No, I don't know. Mark, you spotted any whales? No, not yet, dude. They're on their way, I assume. And actually, I'm on the other side of this whatchamacallit, of this hotel. I went to the other band guy's room, and actually I can see the ocean. I think it's the ocean. But yeah, there's some real water over there on that side. Let's see. Mark, Houston, heyo. Mike says WV. I don't know what WV means. Sarah, hello from California. That would be my darling wife. for some reason, she wanted to come and hang out on this live stream, and I welcome you with all my heart. It's been West Virginia. There we go. Sarah's holding down the fort back home. We just got a new dog. How's he doing, darling? How's Dracula doing? Is he hanging in there? Nolans. Derek, I don't know if that means New Orleans with an accent or if that's a place called Nolans. I'm ignorant. I apologize. I'm from Guadalupe. Dang, that's awesome. Never been. Would love to go though. Sarah says he's doing great. Just went on a walk with his sitter and did a good job. Of course he would. Sarah and I just got a dog I named him Dracula because why not? But I don't know. Is he missing me at all? I doubt it. I wouldn't miss me, but I'll be back in a couple of days. Like I said, I'm in Anchorage, Alaska right now. We're here for just a really quick run. We play tonight at a place called Coots, Koots. I went there last night. It's really awesome. I got the surf and turf. It's fantastic. And then tomorrow we're in Fairbanks. I don't know the name of that venue. I think it's called the Blue. Yes, it's called the Blue Loon. It's like, wait, the creature from the Black Lagoon? No, that's not it. The Blue Loon. That's the name of this next place. But yeah, so just keep dropping me. Let me know where you guys are coming from, where you're at. Hey, make sure you guys stick around to the end of this. It's not going to be too long because actually I have sound check to get to pretty soon. But stick around to the end because I'm going to be doing some giveaways. I'm going to be tossing out some merch from the Basis store. I'm going to give away a free month membership at thebasis.net. And one last thing, I'm going to give away a private lesson with yours truly. We'll do it over Skype or Facebook, whatever you got. But yeah, so stick around to the end because I'm going to be giving away some of that stuff. Hey, did anyone check out the interviews that went live at the Basis with Adam Neely and Evan Marion? You guys get a chance to read those? Those are two of my favorite bass players right now. They also happen to be YouTubers, but man, those guys are unreal. And both of them had some amazing things to say in the interview that I just did with them. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out at thebasis.net. Should be popping up right at the top. Hey, we got 10 people here now. It's a party, y'all. Hey, you know what? And do me a favor also, if you guys haven't done this yet, please click on that like button, the thumbs up. And the reason why is because not everyone gets these notifications when I go live like this. So the more thumbs up it gets, the more people will get notified. It just improves the rankings and everyone will get to see it. So thanks for tuning in, and also just go ahead and click that like button. Looks like someone just commented with something. I'm not sure how to say Emil, but hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. Hello. Where are you from? A tour vlog. Yes. Yep, that's what we're doing. I'm on the road right now. We're in Anchorage, Alaska. Netherlands. Awesome. Another place I haven't been to before, but I would absolutely love to go one of these days. What's the weather like out there? You guys are up closer to the north than I am when I'm back home. And one thing that blew me away today is I walked outside the hotel room at, I don't know, 7:30 or so, and it was pitch black outside. Which, for me, that's what 5 a.m. looks like, but then the sun comes out at, 6 or something like that. And so I'm just walking out, it's like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, like, what the hell is going on? Is the world ending? Why is the sky dead? I just couldn't figure it out. Pretty cloudy right now, yeah. Same here, man. It's about the same. Sorry, I'm just checking to see these comments and stuff, making sure I'm not missing anything. Well, anyways, let's go dive right into what I wanted to talk about today. I called this a Visit Rotterdam. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Absolutely. I call this a tour vlog because I'm streaming from the hotel room while I'm on the road. But I also thought this would be really cool to kind of, talk a little bit about touring, or in my opinion, like what constitutes a tour is like, well, if you're doing, 3-4 nights in a row and they're not in your home city, let's call that a tour, right? So what are some things that make that an easier job, essentially? or just make it go smoother when you have back-to-back shows and that kind of stuff. So on the plane ride over here, I was just typing away at stuff to just to see what I could talk about today, and it ended up I had like a list of like 15 different things that I think I'll turn into a video or an article at some point. I'll share a couple of them with you right now. Still formulating the whole thing, but okay. So here's a couple of things that I've been working on, and then I'd love to talk to you guys and ask you what if you have any advice or anything like that for future reference. Hold on. Derek says, I did a quick search and didn't find any cities with the name of Nolans. That message is here. What else does it say? So safe to assume if you're Nolans, you're talking about New Orleans. New Orleans? I pronounce everything wrong. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Derek. Fantastic. All right, so here's at the moment, my list of tour hacks. Number one is the travel comfy. I'm absolutely not kidding. In fact, this is what I traveled in yesterday. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Oh, wait. Come over here. Where is this? I'm wearing pajama pants. I kid you not. That is what I wear when I'm at the airport. Because here's my reasoning behind this. Airports, airplanes. Whoops, we're crooked. How do I get this straight again? Airports and airplanes, dude, they're so annoying. It's a pain to be in, especially when you're sandwiched in between two people, right? And so my train of thought is I want to be as comfortable as I can when I'm not very comfortable. So basketball shorts, pajama pants, just anything comfortable, anything loose. You'd think that that's not such a big deal, but it seriously is. Be as comfortable as possible when you're traveling. Yesterday was let's see, I left my house at 5 a.m., 5:30, and I landed in Anchorage, got to the hotel around 6 o'clock. So it was a 13-hour travel day. It's terrible. It's horrible. So as often as you can, be comfy. That's tour hack number one. Here's another one that actually, this is hilarious because as I was typing it, my drummer, he's sitting next to me on the airplane. He starts feeling really sick. Being sick in an airplane, it's not the kind of thing that you want to do. Zombie apocalypse comes, you'll be sorry you didn't wear jeans. Mike, I'm rolling the dice. That's just how I do it. But anyway, so I'm sitting in the airplane, and right next to me is the drummer, and he looks at me. I'm the tour manager, and he's like, I don't know. He's sweating bullets, and he's like, dude, I don't feel good. I don't know what to do. He was livid. Went to the bathroom, spent several minutes there. I'll spare you the details, but basically this, and as he's doing this, I'm sitting there typing these words right here. Hold on, where is it? Wait. As this is happening, I'm typing, be careful what you eat, because one of the most exciting things about traveling is you get to taste the local cuisine and this stuff, but keep in mind you got a job to do. So if you get sick because of something you ate that you don't normally eat, dude, that's going to make for the worst gig of your life. That's like the definition of misery. So basically what I think it was, he got a bagel and lox, which is salmon and bagel and cream cheese, at the airport. At an airport where we're not really close to fish, we're not close to the sea. Not a good idea to eat that kind of stuff there. So it was just kind of funny. As I was typing that, he was starting to get sick. What time is it here? It is, my computer says 11:43, so I'm an hour behind what I normally am. I'm Pacific time in Los Angeles, and so whatever this time zone is, it's 1 hour behind that. What time is it over there? I have no idea. You're from Netherlands, is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, what time is it in Netherlands right now? Hey, let's Google. What can we do? Netherlands time. Yes, that is correct. It is 9:43 p.m. Wow, you're like almost an entire day. You're like almost an entire day ahead of me. Well, let me know how the future turns out. Sounds pretty awesome. Let's open it up. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to know? Anything you've been working on that it's almost bedtime. All right. Well, I'll try to squeeze in a bedtime story in there. Anything that you guys want to know? Anything you need help with? Anything you're struggling with or been practicing, don't know how to do? Anything at all? Oh, hey, and by the way, I don't know if I said this already, but please give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, because the more of those that we do, it goes out to more people. More people are gonna get the notification that I'm live right now. So that just helps improve the rankings and all that kind of stuff. In fact, can I click on it? Yay! I just gave it another like. But yeah, Mike, Mark, Derek, anything? Do you have a nice gig bag for traveling? I do. My gig bag is a Groove Gear Stadium bag. It's very large. It's a backpack that counts as my personal item on the airplane, but it's massive. So I get all of my clothes for however many days I'm going out, my sustain pedal for the keyboard, what else goes in there? The overnight bag, just, yeah, everything. And then as far as, here, that's all, I guess, personal item stuff. How do I turn this thing around? Right, there we go. And then as far as, the gear, everything pretty much fits in this. It's my, technically this is my pedal board, but really it's a carry-on item. And I talked about this, whoops, in the last vlog that I did too. But like you can see, you can't even get to the pedals in there, because everything gets programmed with a laptop computer, and then the effects just turn on and off. Whenever they're supposed to. So this is actually, like, I don't really need a gig bag with cables and, a tuner and stuff, because literally I just plug all these things in when we get to the venue. Then everything starts to work. So, yeah, like a touring gig bag for equipment and stuff. I don't really, whoops, where are we? Come back. How do I do this? So I've got one of these, it's called a Smooth, I don't know, holds the camera and lets me move it around and stuff. But anyways, yeah, so the gig bag is the Groove Gear Stadium bag, and all the equipment actually goes in the pedal board, I guess. Got some more questions here. Let's see. Mark says, Jamie, I played with a pick too long, and now I have blisters on my plucking fingers. Yeah, that's a thing. I was a pick player. Sorry, I started on fingers when I was 7 years old, and I played that way up until about the age of 14. In high school, I started playing with a pick, maybe 13 or something like that, because I was in punk rock bands in high school, and so it was all about pick playing. It was all about speed, and then I switched back to fingers around the age of 18 or so. So now I rarely play with a pick, and I've gotten so bad at it. Actually, this gig that I'm on, playing with Shim, it's pretty much 90% pick, because it's really hard rock music. There's always distortion on, it's just all about heavy balls to the wall rock and roll, and now I'm just realizing my pick chops are substantially worse than they used to be. So I've actually had to start practicing. Believe it or not, the hardest thing I've had to do isn't just it's not playing with a pick. It's switching from pick to fingers to slap, because believe it or not, I do that a lot on this gig. It's still correctly. I'm sorry, it looks like we disconnected for just a second. Emil says, do I own my own DI? Yes. Yeah, I bring my own DI to the gig. Most houses have one. Most amps have a DI out on it as well. Most amps have a DI out on it as well. It's just, it keeps things consistent. It's easy. I don't have to worry about outputs changing from night to night or anything late or anything like that. So yeah, I own my own DI. I use the same one night after night. It's a radial JDI, which is the passive DI. Are you guys, any of you familiar with radial products? They make the tone bone, the bass bone. Geez, they're a Canadian pedal company, I guess, but not like effects pedals. It's all like DIs and interfacing and that kind of stuff. But yeah, really, really fantastic sounding DI. It's got Jensen transformers, which I guess makes it sound better. I don't know. I'm not really sure what what the Jensen does. But they've got pretty much there's two radial DIs that most bass players dig. And that's the JDI, the one I'm using, and then the JDI, the one I'm using, and then the J48, which is active. Hey, Colin, how's it going, dude? Colin's one of my guitar players back home. Yeah, the J48 requires phantom power, so it's active, and I don't know. I just like the sound of a passive DI better. Actually, my favorite DI is the A Design's Ready. It's got tubes in it, and it's fantastic, but too heavy and too big to fit in this this current board over here. Hey, I know I've said this before, but please do me a favor, hit that like button or the thumbs up, whatever it looks like on your phone or computer, because that improves the ranking. That helps this notification go out to more people. So that would be awesome if you could do that for me. And remember, stick around to the end. Sorry, I'm checking the comments over here on my computer. Remember, stick around to the end because I'm going to be giving some stuff away today. I'm going to give away an item at the Bassist store. So any shirt or pair of branded basses, sunglasses, anything you want from the store, a free private lesson with me, and also a 1-month membership at thebassist.net. So stick around, don't leave, because otherwise you won't be able to win it. Hey, Cullen, did you play last night? How did everything... Wait, no, you weren't on. You play on Sunday, don't you? I'm getting everything mixed up. Brian said it went well, so if you were playing, good job. And if you weren't playing, don't worry about it. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Any other questions? Anything other? Private lesson? You mean on FaceTime? Yes. Well, private is in, you know, there won't be anyone else. Colin says I did not. Esteban was there and said it went well too. Okay, good. Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, the private lesson will be, you know, just you and me on FaceTime, Skype, whatever you got. I don't know. Yeah. So any other questions? Anything you guys need help with? Don't understand? Want to know more about? I'm just kind of making it up as I go along here. This is only my third live stream. So I'm still learning. I'm still figuring this whole thing out. I apologize last time. It's the reason I bought this little tripod thing that the camera's on right now, because I went back and listened, or not listened to, I watched it. And the camera's just so shaky, it's all over the place. And what's cool here is I've got it on this like Steadicam thing now. So literally, all right, now it's wobbling, but for the most part, it's pretty stable. All right, Emil says, great, can we contact you about a private lesson? Yes, I do still do private lessons. Sorry, I keep looking over here because I think that's where the camera is, but the camera is right there. I'm new to this. Yeah, if you want private lessons, send me an email, jamie@thebassist.net. However, the reason why I started thebassist.net is because it's actually much more affordable to study with me there than it is in private. Because at the Bassist, I think the membership starts at 15 or 20 a month. I don't know. I have to look at the website. But that's not even going to cover an hour of a private lesson with me. And for that $20, you get access to everything. You could study with me for 100 hours if you had them, you know, within the same time that you could study with me privately. So, and the information's about the same with most students. The reason why I kind of structured the program as I did is because when people study with me, well, this is the method that I'm going to take you through. This is how we're going to do it. So you're paying for it a lot more if you're doing a private lesson. Whereas the Bassist.net is just much cheaper. So the long answer to a short question is yes, I do private lessons, but just not very often. Sorry. All right, sorry. Let's see what else we got on here. Private lesson, Colin. Colin says, how does Ableton Live communicate with my pedals? Are they all MIDI controllable? That's a good question. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to share a link really quick. I think this is it. Hold on. So yeah, some of my pedals have USB out on them. Any of my source audio pedals. So I think I've got a Vertigo in there and the Aftershock, which is a rad distortion pedal. I did a review of it. Two videos I did with the Aftershock here at the YouTube channel. Sorry, the internet is ridiculously slow, so I'm trying to pull up one website right now, and it's still not doing anything. It's going to take a minute. So I'm going to share a link in just a second. I'm still finding it. So Voodoo Lab, are you familiar? They make the Sparkle Drive. Have you guys heard of that pedal? Well, I'm sure you've heard of Voodoo Lab. They're a fantastic company. And they've got this thing called the Voodoo Lab Hex, Hex, and I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. Here's the link for it. So if you guys want to check these out, I just shared a link in the chat right there, so you can look at it if you want. But so the Hex is a what am I trying to say? One of those like true bypass loopers. Like you can plug 6 pedals into it and turn them on and off. But it's got MIDI, MIDI in, MIDI out, and MIDI through. So what I do, Colin, is for the pedals that don't have USB or don't connect natively to Ableton, I run them into the Voodoo Lab Hex. And then from there, I use a MIDI cable that goes to USB. You can get one on Amazon for like $10. And then that will interface with Ableton. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe you've been talking to me and I've been missing them all. Colin, yes, Jamie at thebassist.net. That's the best way to get in touch with me. Yeah, I didn't miss any comments. So yeah, anyways, Colin, that's the way that I do it. For anything that doesn't connect natively, I just include, I just run it through that Voodoo Lab thing. And then the way that you would route it in Ableton is, the same way. You just create a dummy clip. And in the Hex pedal, if you look up the MIDI control section of it, it'll tell you, oh yeah, at velocity of this, at 100 velocity it turns on, and at 0 it turns off. So then you just kind of automate when you want those things to happen. So if we're playing a song that's to track, meaning like we're playing the backing tracks and it's to a click and it's got a timeline of here's the beginning of the song, here's the ending of the song. There it is, right? Let's say right here I want my distortion to turn on, right here I want my compression to turn on, or whatever. Well, I can just drop in those MIDI cues, and then my pedal board turns on and off and does whatever it wants to. And actually, here's the cool thing about those source audio pedals is the Voodoo Lab product is just going to turn that relay switch on and off. So like if you want the drive knob on your distortion pedal to incrementally turn up and then turn off, or manipulate the analog circuit, well, obviously you can't do that, right? Because those are physical knobs that would have to move. But with the source audio stuff, the pedals are designed so I can actually automate not just on and off, but I can automate what type of distortion I want, or how much, or what the EQ is. It's actually really, really awesome. And in fact, again, slow internet, but I'm going to try to find another link that's got, I'm not even going to try because the other page is still loading. Check the YouTube channel. Just type in The Bassist Aftershock. I do a full demo on how to do all that kind of stuff. Anyways, yeah, pretty simple. What time is the gig? Emil, I think we play at like 10 o'clock tonight. We're actually the headliner. This is our first headlining tour. So yeah, I think we got the 9 or 10 o'clock slot, but we've got to go to sound check in about an hour and a half. So that means I've got to wake up the band if they're still sleeping and get them all in the van. That's actually kind of the coolest thing about everything I'm doing right now is I've never been a tour manager before. And so I'm just doing a ton of things that I've never done. I'm not just playing bass, I'm not just doing songs, but learning a bunch of things that I haven't done before. So it's actually been pretty cool. But yeah, I think the gig is tonight, like around 10. Mark says, I have one pedal I bought in 1986. 1986 was a good year. That's the year I was born. Called a DoD bass flanger. Dude, I have the same one. That was my dad's first pedal. He gave it to me when I was in high school because I started getting into effects pedals. And he's like, oh yeah, check out this flanger. That's my first pedal too. Never figured out how to work it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how to work it either. I plugged it in. It had this huge, massive power supply. It was a big pedal too, right? Yeah, I couldn't. I never figured it out. So I just plugged it in and started playing. I was like, oh, it sounds sweet. I didn't know what I was doing. The bass player is the boss. That's how it needs to go. Well, I'm not the boss. I work for the boss, but I'm basically running the show. Don't tell anyone, but yeah, that is kind of true. Actually, you know what? I always felt like that was kind of true, anyways. Are you guys familiar with a bass player by the name of Anthony Wellington? It eats up batteries. Yeah. Yeah, for breakfast. Do you guys know who Anthony Wellington is? Oh, I'm going to turn this a little bit. Oh, what? Wrong way. Anthony Wellington is a bass player. The way I always introduce him is I say that he's Victor Wooten's bass player. And most people go, Victor Wooten has a bass player in his band? I don't know if they're still playing together, but when I first got turned on to Victor Wooten, it was always, yeah, exactly. TVO 75. Hey, welcome. Haven't seen you comment yet. Where are you from, dude? I'll keep talking about Anthony, and you tell me where you're from. But yeah, so he'd be the second or first bass player in Victor's band, and then he would, Victor does his thing too. Why did I bring up Anthony? Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm super jet lagged right now. What was I talking about a second ago? Heats up batteries, bass player. Oh, okay. All right, bass player being the boss. I had a lesson with Anthony 15 years ago probably, and he told me that the reason why he spends so much time studying the bass, studying music, he's one of the smartest dudes you'll ever meet. And the reason why he does it, he told me, was because the bass player is notoriously the dumbest guy in the band. Guys, we know this. I know. It's sad. But he's saying that, oh, hey, Dallas, Texas. Welcome, dude. Glad to have you. So he's saying, like, yeah, the bass player is the dumbest guy in the band. To the point where, you know, if the guitar player is trying to show you something, he'll be like, all right, so the chords are G, and then E, and then F, and then C sharp. And Anthony was like, you can say G major. I know what that means. You can say major and minor. You can tell me inversions. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know stuff, you know. And he was like, I just hated seeming like, or not seeming like, everyone thinks I'm the dumbest guy in the band, so I need to work extra hard to prove that I'm not. And in fact, I want to be the smartest guy in the band. I want to be the one that, like, the guitar player goes, hey, what chord is that? You know, this is Anthony talking. And I don't remember. I heard that and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. We should, I mean, because we're doing so little technically, you know, in terms of how many notes we're playing, like, we should just have a lot of know-how. We should be one of the smartest people in the group. So I'm just kind of, I remember when I heard that from Anthony, I don't know, I'm 14, 15 years old or something like that. But when he told me that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that too. I want to be the smartest guy in the band. And so now I'm running the band. Dreams come true. Let me see. Let me keep going down. Derek says, any before show rituals, stretches, and exercises? I'm trying to think. Not really. Yeah, no, nothing like right before going out on stage. But in general, I'll say this. I definitely play better and I feel better if I get in a good workout. Just on that day. It doesn't have to be like right before the show. I don't need to go do a bunch of push-ups or anything like that. But I work out every day, and especially when you're traveling like this. I didn't work out yesterday because by the time we landed and ate some food and checked in the hotel, it was bedtime. But like on a day like today, I mean, I don't have anything to do for the first couple hours of the day. So, you know, I went to the gym for 2 hours, ran for an hour, did some lifting, and then ran some more. Just like doing that kind of thing, just keeping my body feeling good, eating good food and that kind of stuff. That's what I need in order to have a good show. So if I'm doing that, if I'm doing yoga, if I'm doing stretching, like I don't have to do anything specifically bass or music related. Not that I can think of. That will pretty much guarantee that the show is going to go fine just for me. I don't know. I hope that helps, dude. Let me see. What time is it? How long have we been doing this? 34. All right. Emil, have you been on a music school? Let me make sure I understand you correctly. Are you asking if I went to school? If I went to like college or university for music? Yes, but not out here. Conservatories are all right. So like here's like university, college. Conservatories are like a step higher. Juilliard, you know, most of them are on the East Coast, but those are like your super music schools. I didn't go to one of those. I went to a state college, California State University of Northridge. So Juilliard, Berkeley, like your conservatory type places, those are, I don't know, they cost $100,000. something like that. I don't know. Ask Adam Neely or Evan Marion. They would know. Now, those are expensive schools. Well, I went to college 10 years ago, and I paid $1,000 a semester. Well, I was also on a lot of scholarship, but either way, it's just it's not